Hey guys, so if you couldn't tell by the title of this video, today I wanted to talk about whether or not medical assistants are able to work in different areas of the hospital, not just in like outpatient clinics. So this was based on or comes from a question that I saw in one of the Facebook medical assistant groups that I am a member of. So I want to read part of that person's question, and then I'm going to get into my thoughts. So this person says, I was asking if MAs are able to work in the hospital, like in the emergency department, not the clinics within the hospital. So with that, what I want to say is if you are looking for a job in a different area of the hospital other than the outpatient clinic setting, definitely look through the whole job description, because the local hospital where I live is hiring for a bunch of different positions, not only just medical assistant positions, but you can look at like a patient service assistant where you might be able to do that position, because as you look towards the job description or in the job description towards the requirements, there are different requirements for each position listed, obviously. And some of them say CNA, some of them say CNA medical assistant or LPN. Um, so make sure that if there is a position that you're interested in, that you are looking at the full entire job description, because I have read through a bunch of different job listings at the local hospital where I live, and a lot of them are like patient service techs, patient services assistants, things like that, emergency room technicians, all of those types of things, where it says you have to be either an EMT, a CNA, or a medical assistant. And it kind of varies on whether or not they require a certain amount of experience within a certain realm of things. So I would say definitely look at the total requirements, the job description, make sure you read the entire thing, and honestly, apply for it if you feel like it's something that you want to do, because these days there is such a shortage of quality healthcare workers that a lot of facilities, unless it's like absolutely illegal for them to employ other certified professionals within that role, a lot of people are willing to accept people that have different certifications. Like unless it's completely illegal for somebody to be working in that position without a specific certification, a lot of people are willing to, like I said. So, like I said, I have actually applied for a couple of different positions where, it doesn't require me to have that particular um, certification, but I have my medical assistant certification and my phlebotomy certification. And so, because I have those two certifications, it made me eligible to apply for those positions that I have applied for. Also, I want to say that not every facility is going to require you to be certified as well. So, if you're a medical assistant who doesn't currently have a certification, a lot of facilities are willing to hire you as a medical assistant and give you a certain time frame to get your medical assistant certification. So again, make sure you're reading through those entire job descriptions to see if that is a potential opportunity for you, based on whatever local facility it is that you're wanting to apply for. I would also talk to facilities around you if there are any medical assistant groups within your area, or anybody you know that works at hospitals or other outpatient facilities. Definitely make sure that you look into those things, because like I said, I have seen job listings locally that will hire medical assistants in the emergency department, but then there's also times where they are looking for like certain jobs. They're looking for specifically like EMTs or paramedics, things like that, because within the emergency department, they need a specific skill set. And so, for certain jobs, I should say. So, if it's one of those particular jobs, then they might not be as willing to accept someone without those specific certifications or licenses. So just keep that in mind. But again, feel free to reach out to the facility that you're wanting to work at and ask them if there is any job that you could apply for with your medical assistant certification or with whatever certification you have, that, you know, if you want to work in the emergency department, that you could work in the emergency department with the certification that you have. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful to someone. I know this wasn't a super long video, but that is my take on this question. If you have a facility in your area that will accept medical assistants working in other areas of the hospital, let me know. Like I said, I have seen listings for not just the outpatient clinics locally, but emergency department, long-term care, med surge. Sorry, Wicket's biting my ankle. Wicket, stop. So med surge, long-term care, things like that, radiology, just depends on your local facility. So with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys in my next one.